Okay, so moving up, the next chakra we come to, Manipura chakra, located between the navel and the solar plexus. And the name in Sanskrit, Manipura, it means city of gems. And it gets this name because sometimes we can see shining green light in this chakra. Now this chakra actually has a negative aspect to it and a positive aspect to it. Now the chakras that have negative and positive aspects to them, as they begin to activate and open, we can often experience the negative aspects first. The negative aspects of the Manipura chakra are fear, anxiety, anger, rage, these kind of lower emotions. So, or depression is another one. So as this chakra starts to open and activate, people can actually start to feel these emotions, and they seem to come for no reason. One of the things that the mind does is that when emotions arise because of purification, the mind will start trying to look for something to project that emotion onto. So if someone experiences fear arising because of the Manipura chakra starting to activate, they'll start to look for what it is that they're frightened of. Or if they feel anger arising, they'll start to look for something to be angry about. But it's good to know that these things can just happen. And it's to do with inner purification. Emotions are stored in the body. That's why they rise to the surface as we're going through this purification process. It doesn't last forever. The blockages get cleared out. These emotions fade into the background. And what they're replaced with is the positive aspect of this chakra. And the positive aspect of it is that we become able to feel what other people are feeling. Yeah, but actually only lower emotions. If someone else is feeling frightened, we can feel that. If someone else is feeling angry, we can feel that they're angry. So we become more sensitive to others and can literally feel what others are feeling. So this is a psychic power. This is a psychic power called teleempathy. And quite a few of the chakras are related to the development of psychic powers. Even when this is first starting, it can be disturbing. It can be disturbing to walk into a room and to start to be able to directly feel what other people are feeling can be quite overwhelming. And so this is a period in the spiritual path where people tend to want to keep themselves in places that are quite pure, quite clean energetically. So going to a party or going to a bar or a pub where people are getting drunk and there's all sorts of emotions happening, if you can feel those emotions, that can be quite overwhelming. Okay, so people tend to start avoiding parties or bars or pubs during this stage of the purification. This is actually also something that we move beyond. We actually become stronger internally. We reach a point where we can feel anything, experience anything, it doesn't matter, we're not disturbed by it. So most of the things that happen on the path of purification are temporary, they're just stages, and we move beyond them. So eventually, as the Manipura chakra fully opens, we're able to simply feel what others feel. We're not disturbed by it or bothered by it. And it can become quite useful. If we know what someone else is feeling, if they're feeling sad, for example, or frightened, then we can help them, we can calm them down, we can cheer them up, we can do things to help in the world. So it's a useful ability to have. Moving on up from there, the next chakra is the Anahata, the heart chakra. So this is located in the middle of the chest. It's related to the physical heart, which is on the left side of the body, but it's actually located in the center. Again, energetically it radiates forwards and backwards. Its central point is on the central channel, Sushumna Nadi, the spinal nerve. And this is a very famous chakra related to love. Everyone knows this. And something interesting that happens, one of the colours of the heart chakra is red. And once a year everyone sends their loved one a Valentine's card with a big red heart on it. And so this is quite an extraordinary thing when you stop to think about it. We live in a society where chakras are not generally recognised to even exist. And yet, despite that, everyone's sending cards to their loved ones with a picture of a heart on. And it's red, which is one of the heart chakra colours. And even recently I've noticed, so another of the colours associated with the heart chakra is green. And a lot of teenagers send text messages, and they used to just put a little red heart at the end of their text message, and now they've also started putting green hearts at the end of text messages. So intuitively humans know that these chakras exist, that they're real, and they have an intuitive sense of them. So this chakra also has a negative aspect to it and a positive aspect. And again, when the chakra starts to open, people will often come up against the negative aspect first before they'll start to feel the positive aspects. The negative aspect of the heart chakra are sorrow, grief, despair. Okay, so people can suddenly find they're feeling sad for no reason. They might suddenly start to feel grief. Grief, just as we feel if we've lost someone that we love. And again, the mind will try to project these feelings onto something. If I'm feeling sad, I must be sad about something. If I'm feeling grief, it must be grief for someone I lost. So the mind will try to find an association. But the feelings are simply arising for no reason, or for the reason that the chakra is purifying. So again, these are emotions that have been stored in the body, stored in the central channel at that location where the chakra is, and they're being released, being cleared out. As we come into the more positive aspects of the chakra, the positive aspects are joy and love and unconditional love, just feeling a sense of love for no reason at all, and not necessarily with any object, not loving something or loving someone, but just pure love, just a feeling of pure love. So this is a very emotional chakra. When people are going through the opening of the heart, they'll often cry. They can also laugh for no reason at all. So crying can be crying with tears flowing. Even the laughing can be laughing with tears flowing, because the laughing is coming from emotional release. Even the crying can be associated with emotional release. And so the tears, it's not necessarily a bad feeling. It can actually be really beautiful, really liberating. You know, the blockages are being cleared out, the emotions are being cleared out, they're going, and the crying can be tears of joy. And someone can be crying 1 minute, laughing the next minute, and sort of really flip-flopping between different emotional states as this is happening. But it's all good, it's all cleansing, it's all purifying. And then they start feeling emotions such as pure love. But then it's, as I mentioned before, a chakra can be open in the morning and closed in the afternoon. So someone could spend the morning in a state of pure love, and bliss, and then the afternoon they're crying and in despair and feeling grief, and then the next day they wake up and it's love and bliss, and again, so it can be an emotional roller coaster. And there is also another psychic power associated with this chakra. Once we start to feel it really purifying and opening, we start to develop the ability to feel higher emotions in other people. So the Manipura allowed us to feel when other people are feeling fear or anxiety or anger. When the heart's open, we can feel if other people are feeling love or joy or contentment. So both these chakras are related to the psychic power of teleempathy, but on different levels, operating in different ways. And so this is extremely beautiful, when we're starting to feel love ourselves, we can feel when other people are experiencing love. It's a very, very beautiful experience. This is one of the most beautiful chakras in terms of the energetic aspects related to it.